Okay, guys. So hey everyone. Thanks for coming on to Monday's call. Last week we talked about how the next 60 days will set you up for the rest of the year, and how what you'll do in the next 60 days will determine your financial outcome for the year. Talked about door knocking 101, how to door knock properly. This week I wanted to do a deep dive on your business. So how do you get your business to the next level? So from where you are today, how do we get it to the next level? Now, it doesn't matter if you're a new agent, an experienced agent, been in the business 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. How do you get your business to that next level? Now, your business has essentially 3 departments, and you're going to want to write this down. So it has the marketing department, which is everything you do to generate a lead. It has a sales department, and this is obviously very much overlooked by every realtor. It's everything you do to get a contract signed. And that is, you're working on your craft or sharpening your skills, acts, your listing presentations, your buyer presentations, your scripts, your overall just general skills, lead follow-up, and then you have your operations side, okay? So marketing department, everything it takes to generate a lead. A sales department, this is pretty much everything you do to get a contract signed and a sale done. This is a lot of skill-based stuff, presentations, marketing, etc., buyer presentations, lead follow-up. And then you have your operations side. So this is your back end, right? This is your operations. This is the engine of your business. So on that piece of paper, write down those 3 departments. So marketing, sales, and operations. Now, if you're on a team, it's going to look slightly different. You're still going to have your marketing and your sales, but your operations is going to be your team operations, right? And write that down, because it's good to figure out where there's weaknesses in the operations of the team you're on, and let that leader know, right? So under each department, you're going to rank your department out of 10. Okay. So what is your current state of each department? Now, 1 is non-existent. So you don't even do any marketing at all, period, nothing, right? And 10 is being amazing, unstoppable, right? And you want to be honest with yourself. So write down the 3 departments: marketing, sales, operations. And under each department, you're going to rank your department out of 10, 10 being absolutely amazing. What is the current state today, June 5th, 2023, on each of those departments? Give you guys a few seconds to write that down. Now, under each department, you're going to write a pro and con. So pros and cons, and do a line down the middle. So pro and con, you're going to write down what you do very well in each department and what you need to work on or implement. Okay, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. So 3 departments: marketing, sales, operations. Rank them out of 10. Put a pro and a con column. Pros are something you do very well. Like, for example, if you've got it dialed in on listing presentations, that's a pro, right? If you've never done a buyer consultation or you struggle, that's a con. Marketing, if you don't have a social media presence at all, that is probably definitely a con, right? So focus on pros and cons, write a few down. Cons are also what you really need to improve on or start doing. So for example, if you struggle on the phone to convert an online lead into a consumer and a client, that's what you really want to focus on. So you're doing a deep dive in your business. Okay, give you guys a couple minutes for that. Now, you got to ask yourself, okay, how do I get your business to the next level? How do you get your business from going from 5 homes to 10 homes a year? How do you go from 20 homes to 40 homes, or from 40 homes to 100 homes? Everything you want is outside your comfort zone. And you've probably heard that 1,000 times, but it's honestly true. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. And discipline is the most important part. The most successful realtors, business owners, millionaires, billionaires in the world are extremely disciplined. Now, what is discipline? Well, they're disciplined to their business, their life, their health, their family. It's insane when you actually start talking to some of these highly successful people, how disciplined they are. And that is really the difference between a 5 home a year agent and 1,000 home a year agent, is discipline. Now, I want to dive deep on that. So how do we get your business to the next level? So one word, and you've probably heard this 1,000 times, leverage. Right? One word is leverage. So how do you get your business to the next level? It's called leverage. Now, what are you leveraging? People and resources. That's it. If you can focus on leveraging people and resources, you're going to get your business from five homes to 10 homes, from 20 to 40, from 100 to 1,000. So I'm going to break down leverage for you guys. And you want to write this stuff down. So for starters, leveraging people and resources, well, people. So what does leveraging people mean? This can be adding a buyer's agent, so you're not doing showings. A showing agent can be leveraging people by adding seller's agents, admin staff, virtual assistants, ISAs, inside sales assistants, in-house media team. You can hire a runner, somebody to go put your signs in the ground, to pick up lock boxes, to pick up brochures, right? An office manager, as you grow your team, an office manager. It could be marketing companies. It could be recruiters, right? It could be recruiters to add agents to your actual team. It could be recruiters to add agents to your revenue share organization, right? This is delegating the things that you aren't great at to other people, or this is also delegating things that you're good at, but somebody can do it 80% as good as you, and you want to be able to grow that department. For example, the perfect one is calling leads. You might be really, really good at calling leads, but if you had someone that you hired for X amount of dollars that could call leads, now you're doubling up the amount of leads you can call. And even if they're 80% as good as you, for example, if they call 100 leads, you can convert 8, maybe they can only convert 2. 2 more is better than none, right? So you're leveraging people. The second part is resources. Now, this one is huge. This is honestly the game changer. If you're not quite ready to leverage people, you're in a part in your business where you just don't have enough business to add another agent, to add an admin. Resources, focus on resources. So this is your technology, okay? This is your technology that makes your life a lot easier. We're not faxing offers anymore. We're not carbon copying offers anymore. DocuSign, AuthentiSend made our lives a lot easier. A lot of times you'll have clients every year that you don't even meet. You've never actually seen before. You can do it all electronically. That's technology. Technology makes our life a lot easier. It's a lot easier to send an offer electronically than to go drive across town to meet your client every time you have a counter offer, right? So using technology. So this is the theorem. And as good as your memory might be, you're not going to remember to follow up with so-and-so you talked to 4.5 months ago and what the conversation was, right? You're not going to remember to send an anniversary gift card or an anniversary happy birthday card to somebody, right? Or when their key day was, when your completion day is for each property. As you get busier and grow your business, you need to know exactly when all those key days are, when possessions are, when subjects are being removed, right? If you have 4 or 5 deals on the go, how do you remember all that? So using a CRM, using things like Trello, Monday.com, there's tons of those software companies out there. This is Google Ads. This is using technology like voicemail drops. You know, easiest way to go through your database and talk to people on the phone is to do a mass voicemail drop. You can hit 1,000 people in 2 or 3 clicks, and it might take you 2 minutes to record that voice drop, but you can hit 1,000 people just like that. It's implementing things called drip campaigns. It's implementing things called a business coach. Yeah, a business coach is a resource. It's a tool to help you grow. It's resource guides. So when you add people, agents, admin staff, operations managers to your team, it's having a resource guide on how this is how we run our business. This is how you write an offer. You know, this is where you find this information. It's having checklists. The checklist, when you get an accepted offer, this is what happens. Who's responsible? When you write an offer and it gets accepted, this is what happens. When you get a new listing, this is what happens. Who's responsible? Here's the timeline it takes. It's having training videos. So if you're going to do something more than once, you might as well record how to do it. And I want to hone in on training videos. If you're adding people, who is training them? So if you're adding admin staff, and everyone's going to go through admin staff at your first 2 or 3 hours, you're going to have to, they're not going to stay. You're going to struggle with your first two or three assistants. How do you keep training them? When you're spending the time to train that assistant, and after 4 months that assistant leaves and you hire another one, and after 6 months they leave, or 2 years they move on, or etc., you're having those pre-recorded sessions with that admin that you hire a new assistant. It's basically seamless. They want to know how to upload a deal to your SkySlope. Here's how to do it. It's all recorded. They can follow it step by step. So having training videos is huge, especially with agents. How to write an offer. Here's a video on how to write an offer, right? How to door knock. Here's a video on how to door knock. Here's a script on how to door knock. So having resources like that, that's how you scale your business, right? Do you have pre-recorded videos on that stuff yet? Actually, raise your hand. If you have pre-recorded videos, raise your hand on your business. Nobody? So that's huge. The second part is, if you're sending the same email more than once, do you have a Word document with every type of email that you sent more than once? For example, you get an accepted offer, the email you sent to your client, do you have that on a Word document where you can just copy and paste it and then change a few things and hit send? That's gaining time back in your business. That's leveraging resources. So 2 books, when you're thinking of building your business, whether you're on a team or not on a team, 2 books I would recommend you reading is Who Not How, and the second one is called Traction. So Who Not How, that's talking about how to leverage people, and Traction is how to build a business properly. Okay, does anyone have any questions about people and resources? So the second part I really wanted to talk to, and I want you guys to write this stuff down. So when you look at your business and your future, I want you to write down these 4 letters: G, R, O, W. What does that spell? Anybody?
Grow.
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 So grow. In order to stay alive, in order to keep building, in order to achieve your wants, needs, and dreams, you have to grow. You can't just stay stagnant. I mean, you can't physically just not do anything. Your business is either going to grow, it's going to decline, right? It can't just consistently stay stable. You can't do 10 deals every year for the rest of your life with the exact same amount of gross commission income and volume. Something's going to change, right? But in order to grow, you have to grow in order to hit your dreams and your needs and your wants, right? So write these letters down. So G. Now G stands for goal, G-O-A-L. G stands for goal. So what do you want and by when? So what is your dream? What is your goal? What do you want in your business? What do you want and by when? So think about that for a sec when you think about your business, whether you be, like I said, a new agent, experienced agent, whether you're looking to grow your business. What is your goal for the business? What is your goal for yourself? What do you want and by when? R stands for reality. And this is really being honest with yourself. Where are you now if you look at your business? So R stands for reality. Where are you now if you look at your business? And you have to be so honest with yourself. So G stands for goal. What do you want and by when? R stands for reality. Where are you now and if you look at your business? O, now O stands for options and opportunities. So O stands for options and opportunities. What could you implement right away to grow your business? And what can you implement over time? So this is a 2-part. What could you implement right away to grow your business? This could be a CRM if you're not using it. This could be starting Instagram. This could be using something like Trello or Monday.com or having checklists. This could be like starting to record videos. This could be like hiring someone to run some Facebook or Google ads, or hiring a social media manager, or hiring a buyer's agent because you don't have time to work with all the buyers and the sellers. And then what can you implement over time? So this could be a 1-year, 2-year, 3-year, 5-year goal. It could be like, I want to add up a buyer's agent by December. I want to add a full-time assistant by next March, right? I want to implement a CRM system. I want to have a second website. I want to, open up my brand in a different marketplace. What could you implement right now to grow your business, and what can you implement over time? It could be something like you get a business coach, right? You've been thinking about it forever. That's an opportunity. Get it now. And then the last one is W. So W stands for will. And I'd say W is probably the most important one. So what will you do to make your goals a reality? Will in capitals. What will you do? Because I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, but unless you're actually willing to do it, you might as well not even start. So this is really discipline and accountability. So this is moving from words on a paper and conversations to action. So discipline and accountability. It's moving from words on a paper and conversations to actions. If you're not willing to do it, you're not going to do it. This is implementing a timeline and holding to it. So you guys would have just wrote down your pros and cons on your business in each department. Now those cons, the things you need to work on, go back and write a timeline next to them, right? So go back up your page, all those cons, and put a timeline to it. So maybe it's adding an assistant. That's a con in the operations. Okay, what's your timeline for adding that assistant? Maybe it's hiring a coach. What's your timeline to hire a coach? Maybe it's hiring a marketing manager. What's your timeline? Maybe it's practicing your scripts and dialogues. Okay, what's the timeline around that? How much effort and hours am I going to put towards that? Now, a lot of agents, depending on which agent you interview, and obviously we've had a lot over the last 12 months that are all different, but all highly successful. A lot of agents say they don't time block, but the most successful agents time block. The most successful agents are so disciplined in their schedule that if it's not on the schedule, it does not exist. Their wives probably hate them because if it's not on the schedule, it doesn't exist. Their schedule is so time blocked that they know exactly what they're going to do every single day at a specific time. And honestly, the closer you get to having that, the more successful you'll be. Your days off are actually days off. They're not business days off. They're not part days off. Your family time is actually family time. Your lead gen and prospecting time is your lead gen and prospecting time. It's not, picking up Tim Hortons or getting a coffee or chatting with agents or talking to your mom on the phone. It's not doing photos or video or media that time. It's not going to get your dry clean. It's your lead gen and prospecting time. So having a time block calendar is a opportunity to grow your business. And the more disciplined you are to it, the more successful you typically are. It really kind of boils down to that. So I'm going to share with you guys, and I got this, I can't even remember where I got this off of. It was years ago. Like it was like month one in the business. I was talking to a top agent and he sent me this thing. And I don't even know where he got it from, honestly, but it's kind of the Cole's Notes, the cheat sheet on your business. It's basically when you're trying to build a mega team, and you don't have to build a mega team. Maybe you just want to have a team big enough that has one or two agents or one assistant. It's just yourself and one other agent, or you want to have a massive team that's 10, 15, 20 agents and tons of assistants and etc. This is your cheat sheet. So this basically tells you everything that you are responsible for, everything that you should be doing in your business. Now, keep in mind, this is North America wide, so it changes a little bit if you're in Canada or in the States or in each province or each state. Basically, the important parts of your business, who's responsible for them as you build a level 7 business, okay? So if anyone hasn't read the book, Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller, you want to go back and read that book, and he talks about the 7 levels. So ultimately, you want to get to that 7th level, whether it take you a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. That's where you want to be. This is kind of the cheat sheet for that. And that's today what I really wanted to talk to you guys about, is really getting your business to the next level. Now, always ask yourself this question, and you might see successful people, and why not you? Why can't you get to that next level? Why can't you sell 20 homes a year? Why can't you sell 50 homes a year, 1,000 homes a year? The only thing that's stopping you from doing that is you. It's all right between these ears. It's all in your mind. You can achieve anything. Doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, how young you are, what challenges you might have. It's all yourself. And just chip away at it. That's the easiest way to do it. Discipline and commitment. And ask yourself the question, get out of your comfort zone. Why not me? Why can't I be that person? Why can't I be that person speaking on the stage? Why can't I be that top producer in my local area? Why can't I be the best realtor in town? Why can't I be the best business person in town? Ask yourself that question, and it's all between your ears, guys. That's what I wanted to talk about this week. I hope you guys picked up a couple things that you can take back to your business today and start focusing on, right? So remember, you have 3 departments. You want to make sure you're rock solid in all 3 departments. It's going to take you some time. There's only so much time in a day. So the only way to get more time is to leverage people and resources, right? You want to focus on the grow, goal, reality, options and opportunities, and will. Any questions, guys?